Here's the one thing you never do with your GE dishwasher. I had an issue with mine where I was getting no water, and on YouTube all they showed was all the models had in this area, one of the corners or the other was a float valve, and the housing for it was easy to see. I never had that on mine, so I did some testing. I pulled out the water shut off. That worked fine. Test benched it. Worked fine. And it seemed like I was getting no current to it. So to make a long story short, I bought a circuit board, which did not fix the problem. And another little story there is you go to these manufacturers or these online supply houses, and they'll show you videos, or not videos, but reviews. People saying how they had this problem and they bought the board and it fixed it, and all that. And those reviews are fake. They just want to sell you an expensive part, and being an electrical part, they don't take returns on them. So anyway, we'll get to the one thing you never want to do. And eventually, by mistake, I did find my float valve. I figured it was under here. Now these are very easy to take apart. You got that just not snaps in, but twists into place. And here is your float valve. What you never ever want to do is take this and turn it, because it will turn. It's just sitting there with a O-ring on the bottom, and there's a retainer plate. I don't know if you see the white retainer plate down there is what holds it in, and there's two screws that holds that on. And unless you get your head right over the top of it, you're not going to see it. Well, what I was doing was taking this and turning it a little bit, and then, oh, it's moving. It must screw out. And I turned it. What I was doing was, not knowing, there was a connector on the bottom of it with 4 wires. And I was just twisting those wires around and around till they eventually snapped. About a 1/16 of an inch sticking out of the connector itself. Well, I'll show you how I took this apart. It's pretty easy. You got two twist locks, I'm going to call them. They come out very easy, like a quarter turn. Now this piece will just pull right out. You can see that's where the twist locks go. You got a little plastic piece here, just lays into place to pull that out. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it in the video here, but there is two screws, and you pull that off. 2 screws, pull that white retainer out, and this piece is ready to pull up. But like I say, first of all, I'll go underneath disconnect the connector, and then you could just pull this right out. It's just an O-ring on the bottom. Nothing else holding it on. It doesn't need to turn or anything. And you can clean it. I stuck mine in vinegar. I don't know how much good that did, but that's where it was. After taking that out and moving it around, I hear it just clicking. It must be like a ball or whatever in there. I said, that's the float. I ended up having to take that connector, strip what little bit of wire was still left, and solder the wires back onto it, and kind of patched up. I epoxied the wires so if one came out, they all had to come out, and it wasn't going to happen because the little prong snaps into place, and a couple of them they didn't snap back in. So instead of buying a whole wire harness, which is not a big deal to put in, but just another cost. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that helps whoever needs to do a similar repair. Like I say, if you're not getting water, that's the first thing you want to look at, is make sure that valve is free. And I get, like on the other ones, they say if you wrap it, it might jog the float free inside, and save yourself a lot of grief and save yourself from buying parts you don't need. Like right now, I'm out about $90 for that circuit board. Okay. Now I'll just put it back together. No big deal. Snaps into place. Get this into place. There we go. Patience with that. It seems like it doesn't want to fall in. These are, like I said, these are just like a quarter turn. Forgive me, I'm just doing this with my cell phone, so let's turn that quarter turn or so, you'll feel it stop. And take the filter, put it back in. And that's the same thing. It shows you right on there, lock, unlock. And it's same thing, just like a quarter turn. And that's it. Simple job. I turned it into a nightmare. Okay, guys, take care.